and your Vice Chair, Masri, and the Treasurer next to him, and members of the Kenyan delegation, members of the Egyptian Federation of Commerce, and all the distinguished friends. And sitting where you are and looking at the River Nile, you can see that is the nexus. That is the connection between Kenya and Egypt. We came in a large way, very deliberately, because we wanted to bring a message of goodwill, even as we come to the end of the calendar year, and wish our Egyptian friends well, and look forward to 2011, which is going to bring greater cooperation in terms of even cross-border investment. So, President, you do mention that some of the Egyptian companies are already investing in Kenya, and this is as it should be. Today I've spent the day talking about Arab contractors, even with President Mubarak. And I know that I'll be meeting the CEO of that company. And I also know that Citadel is doing quite well, having invested heavily in the Kenya-Uganda Railway. But of course, a lot more can be done. Let me make a revelation tonight. I was foreign minister once. Indeed, my colleague also was foreign minister. And I remain a very good friend of my friend Amru Musa, who is the Secretary General of the Arab League. Together we made sure that Egypt joined COMESA. That was very deliberate, and I hope we did not make a mistake. And within the framework of COMESA, there's a lot that our two countries, can do. And therefore, from now onwards, I wanted to suggest that very deliberately your chamber sends a strong delegation to Kenya. And similarly, if it wasn't for the fact that Kenyans leave the capital city about this time until the 3rd of January, we would have come with a lot of business people from Kenya. But we do have representatives of some of the main organizations. The Tea Board of Kenya, for instance, I think represented by the Chief Executive Officer, and it is deliberate. We want to take this opportunity to thank our friends in Egypt for drinking a lot of our tea. We want to suggest that you continue to do so. Kenya Meat Commission is our premier meat producing institution. And I know that they have also, I think the Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya Meat Commission has come with us. He told me that he's carrying with him some tinned beef. We would want our friends in Egypt to also have faith, even when it comes to the matter of inspection of the factories or whatever we slaughter the animals. I want to assure you, first of all, we take seriously the Muslim tradition of slaughtering animals. We want to be able to exercise maximum care, including very high health standards, so that we export to the Egyptian market first world type of stuff. I therefore want to take this opportunity to really again thank our hosts tonight. But one thing we also want to do, we'll be talking to the University of Alexandria. We do have here a Vice Chancellor from one of our public universities. And one thing that Kenyans had learned from the Egyptians is to produce high quality cotton. We gather you have also been reducing. I think the world market for cotton has been low, but I think you're also picking it up. I think you're going back to that tradition. We want to collaborate at the level of research, University of Alexandria and Moi University in Kenya, to be able to again intensify cooperation, even in terms of exchange of knowledge, because all of us do know that we are living now at a time when the world is relying on knowledge-based economy. And so internet and all, the world is closer. I had occasion today to assure everybody that we know the value of the River Nile to the Egyptian economy, and that Kenya would never want to do anything that would militate against Egyptian national interest when it comes to the River Nile. And so we are going to work together into the future, and that is why we have come. And if you want us to come back, we will, until we see that the numbers that were read here continue to grow exponentially, because that is our objective. Because we know when that happens, then with growth of trade between our two countries, we are going to see higher quality of life of both the Egyptians and the Kenyans. And we do have a challenge of unemployment in Kenya. This is why we insist on cross-border investment. If Mr. Masri could, for instance, come and set up that packaging factory in Nairobi, it means that you create extra jobs for our people. And I can say a lot about every other major Egyptian company. Consider that you are most welcome to come to Kenya. Long live Kenya-Egyptian relations. And of course, tomorrow, if there are any agreements that you want us to sign along the lines that Mr. President suggested, we are ready. That's why we came with the Minister for Trade. Thank you very much.